GoBE Tradehouse. We have this call every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Central. My name is Dee Garrett. I'm one of the leaders of the Women of GoBE, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our presenter for the night. Our presenter this evening is co-founder and CEO of GoBE Tradehouse, originally from Bogota, Colombia, now residing in Houston, Texas. He is a loving husband and father of two beautiful young girls. He is a humble entrepreneur with a six-figure multimedia business and leads with integrity. And so, you guys, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Carlos Andres Pond. Over to you, Carlos.
Appreciate it, Dee. Appreciate it. All right, I want to go ahead and take the time to say thank you to everybody for giving you your time. Because time is the most valuable asset that we have in this world. I usually like to say that time is the one thing we can't never get back. So it's the one thing that we need to go ahead and hold in our precious hands as diamonds. Since we can't get this time back, what I want you to go ahead and do right now is grab a pen and a pad. All right, obviously the information that we're going to go over could potentially change your life, but ultimately you have to make the educated decision. We're not here to force you to do anything you don't want to do. However, when you pick up the skill that we're going to go ahead and talk about, you could actually pick up the skill and you'll never go broke, because it's a skill no different than riding a bike, no different than learning how to swim, no different than learning how to, rollerblade. Once you pick it up, you could actually ask several individuals within GoBE Tradehouse and ask them what benefits they've gained. I could sit here and talk about, for example, one of our GoBE members, Alfonso, who literally generated over $1.2 million in a matter of 2 months, just because he plugged into our culture and actually tapped all the way in. One of our other sniper analyzers, Joe Threats, having immaculate success within our actual foundation. We've had several individuals that have took $100 and multiplied it to over $2,500. My question to you is, would that be okay with you? Would it be okay with you to go ahead and provide your household with more income without quitting what you're currently doing? You don't have to quit your current occupation to go ahead and yield yourself another ROI. You won't have to quit, your lifestyle to go ahead and bring more food or a better Christmas to your household. The question is are you willing to go ahead and take the time, put in your due diligence, and go ahead and do what it is that we're doing here? The thing about GoBE Tradehouse is that we are a culture. We are a family. We're a brotherhood and sisterhood. All right. And we're going to go ahead and discuss all this. Before we get the show on the road, since we're going to be talking about generating another stream of income, one thing that we need to discuss is the disclaimers, okay? Every effort has been made to accurately represent the product and service to its true potential. However, just like anything else, if you come in and you do nothing and you do absolutely nothing, well, you could expect to gain nothing from the nothing that you're currently doing, all right? So to go ahead and change that, one thing that I want you to understand is that this is a lifestyle, okay? Once you step on the gas, you want to continue to step on the gas, but eventually, maybe a year, maybe a couple months, maybe 6 months down the line, you'll be able to go ahead and ease off the gas and the money will continue to grow. So if that's okay with you and you want to generate money while you sleep, give me a 777 in the chat box right now. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and go. All right, we want to go ahead and take the time to welcome you to GoBE Tradehouse, better known as the Generation of Bosses Empire Tradehouse. All right, established 2014 in Houston, Texas by Kenny Jordan and myself. And the truth of the matter is that we are global, debt-free, and soon to be a legacy company. The reason being is because we keep it super simple. Okay, the only thing that we ask of you is for you to be coachable and teachable. Okay, we're a financial fraternity and sorority that practices group economics by utilizing Forex education and trade signals sent out by our sniper analyzers. Now, when it comes to the conception of GoBE Tradehouse and the GoBE leadership, we have Kenny Jordan, myself, known as Carlos Pond. We are the founders and the CEOs, along with Mike Spotcheck and Mike Taylor, who are the COO and the VP of marketing. When it comes to all of us working together, we work together efficiently to the point that GoBE Tradehouse, we could have thousands of GoBE Tradehouses. That's how good we work together. But however, we only want to focus on just GoBE. We are sleeping, eating, breathing GoBE Tradehouse. And there's a reason being, and it's because of the lives that are being impacted. How many lives are being changed? All right, you need to understand that although money is being yielded in a good manner for people, it's the lives that are changed that actually matter. What matters to us is for other people to go ahead and yield themselves a return, yield themselves more money to the household, have a better lifestyle without changing whatever it is that they're currently doing. So along with that, we also have the women of GoBE with the leadership of D. Garrett, Chica Simone, and Anjan Coleman. See, these women are extremely powerful. Why? Because they have an open concept to business. And the thing about it is that if you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're a boy or a girl, maybe you're young, 18, 19, 20, look, you'll be able to go ahead and collectively learn information with people that have already went through it. See, I learned at an early age that if I wanted to get 80 years worth of business experience, I needed to go ahead and get 80 years of guidance from somebody that already went through 80 years of experience. Okay. So a lot of us here, we've already experienced ups and the downs of life. So by tapping into this and actually learning what we have to offer, guess what? You won't have to go through the same headaches. You won't have to go through the same turbulence. You won't have to go ahead and struggle. See, I'm a firm believer that whatever you do in life, you do not quit. But the one thing that you need to quit is the struggle. All right, so let's go ahead and go through the snippet of what it is that we're going to go ahead and discuss right now. Grab your pens and grab your pads. Let's go. Yeah. Huh. See, ladies and gentlemen, there's never been a better time to be alive. I would have actually hated to have been born in the 1400s and BCs and all that, man. It just nowadays, because of the internet, is the reason why you are hearing more about Forex. See, Forex and the internet mixed together allows to have financial freedom, all because Forex is already the largest financial market in the world by generating $7 trillion a day. Then when you tap it into the internet, you're able to expand this and understand what's going on in the financial markets globally. So our goal in GoBE Tradehouse is to make you a profitable investor by learning the language of money. When we talk about the largest financial market in the world in the language of money, the reason being is because whenever you grew up in, let's say, for example, the United States, you only learned about the dollar. However, in other countries, they have the Canadian dollar, the Australian currencies, okay? Great Britain pound, all right, the euro. Money fluctuates everywhere in the world. So you can actually tap into this by becoming part of GoBE Tradehouse. You can learn the language of money. So the real question of the matter is, what is Forex and how you can benefit from it? How? Let's see it.
Forex is the short form of foreign exchange. Well, Forex is a bit more than that. For example, companies buy goods from other countries. In order to buy them, they need to obtain the local currency first, just like us when going on holiday. The difference is they will exchange huge amounts. When these companies exchange these huge amounts, they will actually move the price because the demand for the currency that they need increases. When the demand increases, the price increases. With all this exchanging going on around the world, the exchange rates constantly move. This is how it works. When currencies are exchanged, they have a certain price, the exchange rate. As in any market, the price of a currency is determined by the law of supply and demand. If there are many people or companies that want to change euros into dollars, the price of the dollar will rise against the euro, and so the exchange rate will change. Let's use an everyday example to explain how you can actually profit from this. Say you live in Europe and went on holiday to the United States. Let's say that you changed your 500 euros into US dollars at the rate of $1.4 for every euro. You got 700 US dollars, but you do not spend any money at all. So you still have $700 after you come back. After the exchange rate moved from 1.4 to 1.3, instead of getting just 500 euros back, you actually get 538.5 euros. You have gained 38.5 euros simply from holding your money in dollars while the exchange rate changed. This is essentially how we trade in the Forex market. We buy a certain amount of a currency, hold on to it whilst the exchange rate moves, then change it back, making money along the way. How to decide when the right time to buy and sell is exactly what we teach you throughout the rest of our learning lessons. As you can imagine, traveling a lot and saving a bit of money on your holiday budget and then exchanging it, it's not really a practical approach to trading currencies. Fortunately, there is an easier way to do this. You can trade currency through online exchange offices called brokers. What this means is that you can exchange currencies online throughout the day and take advantage of the constantly fluctuating exchange rates. Just as in the example of when you went on holiday, you can buy different currencies and make a profit as the exchange rates change. This is trading the Forex market. Trading Forex online with a broker has many benefits. You can trade Forex from your home or anywhere that you have an internet connection. The Forex market never sleeps. It is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, and so can suit your daily routine. You do not need a huge budget to get started. As little as $150 is enough to begin trading and building your account over time. Of course, it will require some learning until you get there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the key to Forex is education. No doubt about it. See, knowledge is power only when you apply action to the knowledge that you've obtained. And over here at GoBE Tradehouse, we like to practice what we like to call group economics, which is defined as a group of people who have a common economic interest. All right, now the group agrees to actively and consciously pursue that economic interest together to create a sustainable and secure economy for themselves. We like to call it an ecosystem of finances. All right. When you plug in with people like us, you are plugging into people that are working for the same common goal and common purpose. You're no longer doing it by yourself. It's a lot funner to do it with people. It's also a lot, it's just better in general because you're not out there doing it on your own. For whatever reason you have any questions, you could easily get them answered through our community. So what does GoBE Tradehouse actually provide? All right. Besides the provision, we actually practice coffee with GoBE each and every morning. This is one of our ways that we like to practice group economics. At 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, we like to motivate each other, inspire each other, and strategize. This is one of our services due to the fact that the world could be a very negative environment if you're not careful. I mean, even if you happen to get up in the wrong side of the bed, if you attend Coffee with GoBE, you will have a jump start to your day in a positive manner. I've even had the days where I got up maybe in the wrong side of the bed, and then I tuned into Coffee with GoBE, and before you knew it, that gloominess went all away. Why? Because of the environment. It's going to be very difficult for you to be part of GoBE Tradehouse, get into Coffee with GoBE, and one day potentially not shed a tear. Shedding a tear will happen. Why? Because you will see people's lives begin to change right before your eyes. And you know what's funny? Your life will begin to change as well. So over here at GoBE Tradehouse, our services are simple. We have trading education, trade alerts, live sessions. We have small study groups, our trade community. We have, of course, exclusive Generational Bosses Empire training. All right. We also have our GoBE Autobot and our scalping out indicators. Okay. All this is valued at over $30,000. And if I'm correct, I've seen somebody ask, is GoBE Tradehouse a company? The answer to that is yes. We are an independent company where we like to practice group economics by utilizing Forex education and trade signals sent out by our sniper analyzers. Okay. So when it comes down to a fraternity and sorority, this is where you want to be. Why? Because we actually won't go ahead and yield you an ROI. Okay, which ROI stands for return on investment. You're not going to have to come out here and put $30,000. You're just going to have to come out here and actually play your part, do your due diligence. Okay, so let's go through each one of these. Our back office is 100% online education. It's basically its own university. It's basic to advanced strategies. It is a step-by-step process, and you will learn from our sniper analyzers. So you will go from basic to eventually intermediate, to eventually advance, and then eventually you're going to go ahead and learn the ninja tactics, just like anything else. All right. Even we all had to learn how to walk at one point in time. But how did we do it? Did we go from being a baby and then all of a sudden just walking? No, we had to start crawling. Eventually you started walking, and then eventually you started jogging. And before you know it, you're zooming away like Speedy Gonzalez, right? Because that is part of life. You're going to go through your transitions, mechanical and then natural. The trick here is that you want to plug into the environment, the environment. Now, the GoBE Alerts, very simple. All right, GoBE Alerts are where you're going to go ahead and learn while you earn. These are actually sent out by our master sniper analyzers. These are accessible in multiple devices. All you need to do is master how to copy and paste. That's it. If you're a beginner, we don't want you to go out there and just start trading willy-nilly all on your own. No, be coachable, be teachable, and actually just take the trades that the sniper analyzers are telling you to take. Start off slow. Learn to go ahead and walk before you start running too fast. Walk first, then run. When it comes to our automation, this is where you could potentially become spoiled. However, we want you to go ahead and learn how to pick up the skills so you're trading on your own. But however, this automation is extremely powerful. Why? It's AI software, artificial intelligence. The GoBE Autobot at no additional cost will allow you to go ahead and it will trade for you 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. It will open and close trades on autopilot. This is accessible on your MT4, which is on your phone. I am a firm believer that your phone should yield you an ROI. The phones that you have in your hand right now are more powerful than the first rocket that was launched up to the moon. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there. You ever went to the moon? Blah, blah, blah. That's besides the point. The rocket itself was not more powerful than the phone that you have right now. The first computer built ever was not more powerful than the phone that is literally at your hand right now. There's a reason why jobs don't want you to be on your phone. There's a reason why the world doesn't want you to be on the phone, because it could potentially make you free. It will go ahead and allow you to leverage your time. It will allow you to go ahead and get money from your phone. Okay, now when it comes to the automation, the GoBE Autobot, you must have a PC or Mac, preferably a PC, because your Mac is based on the broker that you use. And the particular broker that we use is preferable with a PC, not a Chromebook, not anything else, a PC. If you're here to go ahead and generate some money bags, and when it comes to being coachable and teachable, if I'm telling you that it is easier with a PC, it is easier with a PC. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm here to go ahead and make this simple on you. Use a PC. It's just easier. For people out there that may not have a PC, trust me, Best Buy, $125. They have those little PCs out there. That's good enough. That will work diligently. You don't have to go out there and get yourself a $400, $500 computer, $1,000 computer, $2,000 computer. Start off with something simple. Let it yield your return, and eventually you will be completely decked out with multiple computers. All right, as long as you completely plug in. Our Sniper Analyzer, extremely powerful. Why? It's another service that we have that's at no additional cost for everybody. This will tell you when to properly buy and properly sell. It gives you proper buy and sell signals, not just in Forex, not just in stocks. It will do it in cryptocurrencies as well, commodities and indices. See, when I first got involved in Forex 2014, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know when to buy. I didn't know when to sell. So, of course, this makes it a lot simpler for all the beginners. The point of getting into Forex is that you want to learn when to go ahead and get into a currency. You want to know when to buy it. You want to know when to sell it. So this will go ahead and do 95% of the work for you, okay? Based off of your education, based off of what you're learning. If you plug in all the analyzing that you're doing and you plug it all in, it basically confirms that if it's going up, then it's going up. If it's a sell, then it's going to be a sell. So this just makes it easier. So this is good for the beginners, and it's also good for the master traders. It's just another confirmation that makes it easier for you to go ahead and become what? A profitable GoBE trader. We want you to be profitable. That is the number one goal here. Now, in doing so, I do want to say that if you come in here, you need to understand you're going to go through your $10 losses, maybe a $20 loss. You're never just going to win 24/7. It's part of the deal when it comes to trading in the foreign exchange market, okay? However, if you go ahead and capitalize with what the Sniper Analyzers are telling you to do with the Sniper Analyzer, our indicator, then you will go ahead and yield yourself more wins than losses. And that's the ultimate game. You want your profits to outweigh any of your losses. However, there's no such thing as a loss. And L here is a learning process. You have to go through those bumps and bruises. It's no different than riding a bike. When you scraped yourself, you learned, hey, maybe I don't need to speed up when I'm taking a curve. I don't need to speed up when I'm taking a turn. Maybe I need to slow down. That's how you were able to learn. The same stuff applies here in the largest financial market in the world. Now, of course, with our live trade sessions are extremely powerful. Why? Because you will be able to plug in with the community and actually trade on a live daily base. See, we have a full calendar for you. In our back office, you'll be able to go ahead and learn how to capitalize off of the gold rush, which starts at 6:40 a.m. But you have to go to the back office and actually learn it. Learn what's back there, absorb it, take notes. Then, of course, we have Coffee with GoBE Monday through Fridays at 10 a.m. Then our new members orientation happens Monday through Fridays at 5:30. Our power hour, you're currently in it right now. Now, I do want to say that after Coffee with GoBE, I need to add it to the calendar, but we have lunch and learns with one of our master sniper analyzers, who's no other than Joe Threats right here. That's something that a lot of communities do not have. This is real live training, and it can happen while you're at lunch at work, while you're at home. Trust me, it is better to go ahead and learn this than to watch a sitcom on TV that's not giving you no type of ROI. Then, like right now, in about 20 minutes, we have our Asian session where we're going to be trading live together. So if you're a beginner, all you need to go ahead and do is plug in, and whatever the Sniper Analyzer tells you to plug in, you plug it in. However, you do want to go ahead and learn how to risk manage your money. So you're going to gain money management skills by becoming part of GoBE Tradehouse, which is extremely powerful going forward to your future. Money management skills are extremely important when it comes to buying houses, when it comes to saving money, learning how to go ahead and capitalize from this. You're going to go ahead and learn all this. But the number one question is how? Easy. Plug all the way in. One thing that I've realized for people that maybe have been confused, they don't know this, they don't know that, want to know why? They haven't plugged into the culture. They don't attend Coffee with GoBEs. They don't attend all the live trade sessions. So whenever they're confused, they wonder why. But the truth of the matter is that they haven't done their due diligence. So the real question here is, how do you capitalize? Well, the answer is very simple. You plug all the way into the culture. That's part of the culture. With our scalping out method, we're basically going to go ahead and teach you how to start compounding your money. Albert Einstein, phenomenal genius, created the atomic bomb. You know, he didn't know how to tie his shoelaces from what I hear, but regardless of what, that's what happens with geniuses. They're able to do all this extravagant stuff, but not the easy stuff, right? However, he was able to say that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, and he who understands it will earn from it, and the person who doesn't will continue to go ahead and pay compound interest. So if we're able to go ahead and teach you how to compound your money, this is the same thing that the banks do with the money that you currently have. If your money's already tied into a bank, they're already trading your money daily. They're compound your money daily. You don't even know it. Wouldn't it be beneficial to learn what the banks are doing with your money? Yes, they're compounding it. So you're going to learn how to compound. See, not knowing how to compound is basically using the example as that's the same as paying your mortgage note. They're capitalizing on your compound interest. Then, all right, what about your credit card bill? They're capitalizing off of your compound interest. Your car note, they're capitalizing off of your compound interest. I had a friend that said he tried to pay a house. He paid it for 10 years due to compound interest. He had only actually took about a year off of the principal, although he had been paying 10 years from it. That is losing compound interest. So I want you to go ahead and become aware of what compound interest would actually do for your life if you learn how to do it properly. Is what allowed one of our master traders here, one of our sniper analyzers, to take $200 to $2,000. Then he took those 2,000 to 15,000, then 15,000 to over 30, then 30 to over, if I'm correct, over 200,000. And then that 200,000 eventually yielded him 600,000. And then that 600,000 eventually 1.2 million. He had a great year in 1 month. In 1 month, and he's only been trading with us for about 2.5 months. So those are the type of success stories that are being created here at GoBE Tradehouse, and we want you to be one of them. One thing that we need you to go ahead and do is take this game serious. When it comes to run up the bag challenge with GoBE Tradehouse, we're going to go ahead and give you plenty of trade opportunities. Remember when I told you earlier that all you need to do is copy and paste? That's exactly what this is. The run up the bag challenge is put in place for you to go ahead and trade with our sniper analyzers, and they're going to tell you what to trade. So out of all these trade opportunities, your goal is only to catch 30 calculated trades. Now, we do this on a monthly basis, but eventually when you start doing this properly, you can start doing it on your own, where you can start taking 30 calculated trades on either a weekly base and maybe on a couple of day base, regardless of what. If you're a beginner, do it with GoBE. Do it with GoBE. But what is the goal here? You're going to collect a total of 10 pips. PIP stands for point and percentage. It is the smallest movement in the exchange rate where you'll be able to go ahead and yield yourself either 10 cents per pip, $1 per pip, $10 per pip. That's how we yield ourselves money through the exchange rates here. You know, through your leverage with your broker. It's only 30 trades that you're going to catch, and you're only going to catch 10 pips per those trades. And we're going to teach you how to compound your money. Let me give you an example. Had a young lady within our community that took $100. She didn't take every run up the bag challenge, but every run up the bag challenge she was able to take those $100 and yield herself a $2,500 profit from $100. That's learning how to get your money to start working for you. That is the law of money. Money is put in position to yield you some sort of return on investment. It's supposed to work for you. You're not just supposed to spend money. Money's supposed to bring you some sort of money back. The moment you learn how to do this, that's when you went ahead and broke the code in the matrix. I quote. We're also going to teach you about Gobiapparelcom. It doesn't matter if you're in school. It doesn't matter if you're a hard worker at home. while you're at Walmart, Home Depot, Best Buy, you need to rock what you're doing. You need to rock out that you are in Forex, that Forex is paying your bills. Why? Because if you truly care about people, which should be the real goal, people all over the world are starting to hear about Forex once again because of the internet. So when they see you with a t-shirt that says Forex pay my bills, they've been looking, they haven't known who to talk to about it. So the moment that they see you, you're in the checkout lane, you just bought roses for your wife, and they see that Forex pays your bills, they're more likely, more prone to go ahead and tell you, hey, I've been seeing on this internet, what is Forex? At that moment, all you need to do is take their number. You don't need to go in fire hose mode. We got this, we got that, we got this. No, right now isn't the time or the place to go ahead and talk about it, because I know you're busy, I'm busy. Give me your name and number. We'll connect on Facebook. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I want you to go ahead and tune into Power Hour. Boom. That is it. And there's a reason behind this, and we will show you why. What is there to say that you are not the gateway for that other person to go ahead and bring their household an additional $5,000, $10,000 a month just because they saw your t-shirt in Walmart? Tell me how good that would make you feel. For example, today when I was walking in the woods, I went on in the woods with my wife. And you know what ended up happening? I found the keys to somebody who dropped the keys to their car. And, you know, of course, what can I do with a stolen car? Nothing. I can't do nothing with a car. So what did I do? I went back. Once when I got to the facility where all the cars were, or the park where all the cars were, you know, I pressed the button and I found and I located the car. Of course, I looked for whoever was there to go ahead and give them the keys. Couldn't find them. So I left the keys right on top of the car. Eventually, I went and walked some more. I came back, and guess what? Eventually, I found the owner. How grateful was the owner to go ahead and find his keys? He took an Uber, went all the way home to try to find his second copy, couldn't find it. But just because of that good deed just makes you feel better. And then he was like, what do you want for it? Do you want some extra money? I was like, no, I don't want no money. I'm just glad that you have your keys, because if I was put in that position, I would have wanted somebody to find my keys and not take my car, right? So it's the same process here. You want to go ahead and show this to people, because people could go ahead and yield themselves a return through our community, because we are a real community. We're a real family here. This is no game. This is no sauce. This is real tea. When it comes to getting started in GoBE, we're not going to go ahead and charge $250 to $2,000, but I want you to go ahead and look all around you. Look all around you and see all the gadgets that you have, and realize that maybe none of those gadgets have yielded you any type of return, but you spent a whole bunch of money for those computer screens. You spent so much money on those shoes. But over here with your trading education, your GoBE alerts, your live sessions, your trading strategies, your GoBE Autobot, your scalping out, your trading community, it will yield you, you know, a foundation built on actual cement and bricks and not on sand. Any foundation built on sand will go ahead and get splashed down by a tidal wave and it's gone. Over here, we are built on brick. And I'm actually going to say we are built on diamonds and gold, and you are sitting on a gold mine. And this gold mine is only going to go ahead and cost you $99. That's it. 99 bucks. This is a real membership here. It's no different than working out at the gym. So many people want to go ahead and lose weight, get better fit. However, they probably don't go out there and work out every day. If you actually put in these $99, this is the fuel to your freedom. I looked at a pair of Jordans the other day, and it cost $229 for a pair of Jordans. I'll never forget that I got some foam posits at one point in time, and I sold some shoes on the internet for $1,000. And that was a one-time deal. Over here for $99, $99 here is ultimate freedom. We're not going to increase the price. We're adding more value to the household, to the community, and we're not going to raise this price point. Why? Because we're for the people, by the people. We want you to win. We want you to succeed. We want you to understand that there's a better way to generate money. However, this is what reminds you that you need to stay with your work ethics, that you got to continue to work. This is a reminder. It's a fuel. It's no different than driving around and putting gas in the tank. If you don't put gas in the tank, what happens to your car? It stops driving. So this is just a reminder. It's like $99 fuel, $99 fuel, you know? However, these $99 could actually yield you an ROI. And we're going to go ahead and explain how. But one thing that I want to go ahead and end it off by saying is that what we did is that we made a wealthy combination here at GoBE Tradehouse. We combine direct sales, which is basically everything in life, because either in life, you're going to be a professional buyer, professional seller. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're either going to be a professional consumer spending all your money, or you could go ahead and be on the other side of that. Only one makes all the money, and that's to go ahead and teach yourself how to go ahead and become a seller. Now, you don't have to feel salesy. I don't feel salesy right now. I care enough to go ahead and do this. I care enough because I care about people. It's what, my creator brought me here to do. This is what I'm here to do. I'm here to share this information because if somebody would have taught me this when I was 19 years old, I would have ran all the way. I wouldn't have asked no questions. I am money motivated. I am freedom motivated. So when you take these direct sales, you combine it with e-commerce, which is basically the internet, and yielding yourself some sort of ROI from the internet, you already broke certain boundaries there. You already tapped into something that a lot of people are not tapping into, which is actually yielding the money from the internet, from their household. Then you tap in. We took these two things and tapped into Forex, which generates $7 trillion a day. So when you tap into all this, you have a working mechanism, you have a working machine, you have your own business all from home. And the thing about generating money from home is that it opens up yourself to a brand new tax bracket. You are now in a new tax bracket, and it's the best tax bracket, in my opinion. Why? Because you could get a portion of your rent or your mortgage back at the end of the year. Your internet bill, your cell phone bill, those are all tax deductions. As even when you're driving, as long as you legally save, business is great that legally allows you to get 56 cents a mile that you drive. What do you do every 3,000 miles? You do an oil change. If you have a BMW, it's over 6,000, 10,000 miles, whatever. At the end of the night, those miles add up. 56 cents adds up. The $99 that costs for you to go ahead and get involved with GoBE Tradehouse is a tax deduction. Every month that you're continuing to fuel your business, it's a tax deduction. By not doing this, it's actually costing you more money, point blank. So with that being said, if you like everything that you've heard up to this moment, look, dive all the way in. Dive all the way in, because I wish that I would have heard this when I was 19 years old. I went through the ups, I went through the downs. I have a 6-figure media business that's great, but it's not as easy as this. This is simple. This is easy. And not only that, the community, it makes you fall in love with everybody. You start building relationships with people. You start feeling the happiness and the joy. I'm telling you, you're going to shed a tear with the people that you see their life change. We've had people that literally have went to doing all kind of wrong stuff to go ahead and generate money, where they don't have to do none of that stuff no more. And now they could go ahead and yield themselves money by doing it the right way. And that is a tearjerker. I'm telling you, when you start hearing it and you start hearing the stories, you will be compelled to say, that's going to be me. So with that being said, we have another portion of our compensation plan that I want to go ahead and dive into. And hopefully I have the VP of marketing, Mr. Mike Taylor, who's going to go ahead and engage in this and tell you the benefits of sharing this information with the world, and sharing this information with your cousins, your friends, even your auntie, even your mom. Trust me, there's a benefit behind it. With that being said, do I have the VP of marketing, Vice President of Marketing, Mr. Mike Taylor, on the line? Are you on, sir?
Absolutely, Carlos. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
Great, man. The floor is yours.
Absolutely. Well, Carlos did a great job letting you guys know how much money you can make, by simply just plugging into the GoBE culture. And simply, to be honest with you, between our Autobot, which pretty much trades for you on autopilot, our Wave Analyzer, which tells you when to buy and sell in the market, and then the fact that when you attend our live sessions, you can copy and paste the trades. Not on top of the fact, our educational platform, we give you all the training wheels to make as much money as you want on a daily basis, and you don't have to refer a soul. However, we do want to reward you by sharing this great information, because one thing about it, just like when you see a movie or if you eat some great food, you tell people about it, right? So we know that, hey, what we have to offer is so valuable that even if we didn't offer a compensation plan, more than likely, you're going to tell somebody about how you took that trade last night and you woke up and you made money in your sleep. So we want to give you a fair compensation plan. So what do I mean by fair? We are not into a multi-level marketing. What we are into is direct sales, residual, and passive income. As it states above, these are instant residuals. There's no legs, no gaps, no ranks, no qualifications like saying, hey, you got to get this many referrals before we pay you. So I want to keep it real simple because the compensation plan is real straightforward. Now, every referral you get, you're going to get paid between 40 and 60%. We also do passive income between 5 and 10% for every referral that your referral get, right? But instead of talking percentages, I want to just get straight to the numbers because we like numbers, right? So the first 9 referrals that you get, you're going to get approximately about $40 for each person you refer. Every time they get a referral, you're going to get about $5, right? Now, once you get at least 10 referrals, you're going to get a raise. And this raise is going to be a 10% raise. So instead of you get a 40% commission of $99, now you get a 50%, which rounds out to it's like $49.50, but let's just say $50, right? So you're going to get $50 a referral. That's for every single person you bring into the business personally. However, when they get a referral, you're going to earn about $10. It's like $9.90 to be exact, right? Now, once you get to about 100 referrals, which doesn't take long to do if you apply yourself, then this is literally going to earn you $60 a referral because now you're getting 60% commissions, meaning that you're getting 100 people paying you $60 a month, which is about $6,000. But you also got 100 people that every time they get a referral, you're getting about $10, which means your overrides are more than likely going to be more than your actual commission. Now, when you do the math on that, it only takes roughly about $8,000 or some odd dollars in order to make 6 figures in a year, right? Which means if you just get 100 referrals at GoBE Tradehouse, then you can be a 6-figure earner. Like, I want to say it again. 100 referrals. That means if you just got it's 365 days in a year. So even if you just got a referral every few days or so, if you did that consistently over a year, you'll be earning 6 figures. So it's worth it. So I want to keep this very short because just in about 4 minutes, we're actually about to have a live trade call for our active members. Now, what a live trade call is when you get on the call, not only do our master analysis team teach you how to look at the charts, what they look for in the market as far as trades. But when they see a profitable trade, an opportunity for the team to make money, we don't force trades. But when we see it, we send it out to the team and we literally make money together. I see a lot of our tenured members online. Give me some 7-7s or some money bags in the chat. If you've attended our live sessions and you took those trades and when you wake up in the morning, you see blues, you make money. That's all I want to say. You want to be a part of our family? You want to make this money? The floor is yours, Carlos.
All right, appreciate it, Mike. There's a reason that Mike is the VP of marketing. So these marketing techniques, the thing about being on the internet is that this will allow you to go ahead and expand in the world. We could expand in Colombia, which is where I'm originally from. Well, we could expand in Ghana, Africa. We could expand in Asia, Europe. The thing about it is that we are a worldwide company and you just never know who's out there looking. And now you have Craigslist, you have Facebook advertising. You just need to know how to go ahead and tap into your marketing techniques to go ahead and expand this information. So with Mike's actual marketing techniques, you will go ahead and learn how to do it in a free manner and will allow you to go ahead and yield a return. At the end of the night, we are the generation of bosses empire Tradehouse. We are a financial fraternity and sorority that practices group economics by utilizing Forex education and trade signals sent out by professionals. All right. Now, only you can make this educated decision. See, we could sit here and I could talk to I'm blue in the face. I can motivate you to I'm blue in the face, but it's only up to you to go ahead and get completely plugged into the community. Plug in, I'm telling you, you will generate yourself wealth. There's a difference between being rich and a difference between being wealthy. Rich means that you're going to have to go ahead and continue to maintain that richness. Wealthy means that now your money generates you enough leverage to where now you don't have to go out there and break your back to yield yourself some sort of return. Remember the law of money is to go ahead and yield yourself more money. Okay. You have to be that decision. You have to make that decision. All right. It's an educated decision. And you can either be an A, B, or C. A person that's an A, you're like me. You're like Mike. You're like Kenny. You're like the founders of GoBE. You take action. You don't make excuses. See, you can't make money and excuses. They're two things that don't mix. You have to do one or the other. You could either make money or you could continue to make excuses, but excuses is not paying the bills. Okay. So if you're ambitious, you're consistent, you're going to make money. You make an initiative decision and you say, I'm getting started today. No questions asked. You get back to the person that shared this information with you and you get started. If you're a B, you're a person that has a couple questions. What about this? What about that? Great. You get those questions answered and you get started. Don't let the questions be the reason that you don't get started. You know, you don't want to talk yourself out of the pudding. The actual process is in the pudding. So you have to start the process. See, practice makes progression, not perfection. So you have to go ahead and get started. Okay. Now, if you're a C, you're a person that says, hey, I don't care about people. Great. I just want to be a customer. That's a C. Great, because we're a customer acquisition company. That is our number one goal. Our number one goal is not to have thousands of affiliates. Our goal is to have a real customer acquisition company. Okay. That is our goal. And we have way more customers than actual expanders and actual builders. And that's the goal here. Why do we have more customers? Because the product works. The services work. Okay. You just have to go out there and share this information. I'm telling you, every person 6 feet from you is that other person that you could potentially change their life. It could be that person working at Burger King. I was that person working at Whataburger. I was that person cutting grass. I was that person cleaning carpet. Okay. I was the person that knocked on doors with alarms as well, you know, and nobody took the time to ever say, Carlos, there's a better way. I had to go and find it myself, you know, but I told myself that the moment that I found it, I would go ahead and I would tell the world because they deserve to know. See, the bottom is definitely crowded. And the only way that you're going to get into the top is by getting away from the bottom. So how do you do it? You plug yourself with a different environment. You plug in with people that are actually bigger sharks. One of my mentors said, Carlos, if you're the biggest shark in your tank, you need to go hang out with new sharks. So that's what I did, you know, and it's paid all the way off. It's paid off. The question is do you want to go ahead and swim with better sharks? You know, because is your current environment really changing your dynamics of your life? All right, so I'm just going to close it out like that. Listen, right now, we're going to go ahead and go through our live trade session. For anybody that's an actual active GoBE representative, we have our live trade session that's about to start right now. All right, we will see you in the live trade session. And you know what we're about to do? Make money. All right, make money. God bless each and every one of y'all. We will see you in the live trade session. My name is Carlos Pon, one of the leaders and founders of GoBE Tradehouse. All right, we will either see you at the top or from the top. However, we will see you. All right. Bye. See you on live.